news. Kidding news. What's the news across the station? We make fun of information. You wait, we hope we'll amuse. News. We just love to give you the news.
Now. Hey, there's our lovely title slide, which costs us thousands. Hi, boys and girls, moms and dads. It's me, Dale, half of the kidders. With me, as always, my good friend Tim Slagle. Tim, how are you this fine Monday?
Oh, I'm doing great. Same-sex marriage is now legal, and homosexuals all over the country will learn there's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Nothing but a mortgage, a lawnmower, and someone to yell at you at 3 a.m. when you're trying to sneak in the house drunk.
But finally, after long last, people in the South are free to marry their gay cousins. And I think that's enough right there. All right, well, folks, we've got some stories that we've gleaned from this week's news. And by gleaned, I mean, we really picked them up off the bottom of the barrel. The first one's out of Westlake, Ohio, which is near Cleveland, near where I grew up. And the police got reports of this couple who were naked, sitting in their car. And they were, they reported them when the police got there. They were still naked, but they were driving around on a tree lawn. And they got them to stop. The woman was driving, and she's 24 years old. She was sitting there completely nude, eating a pizza. And her boyfriend was 33 years old. He was also naked and had a can of beer between his feet. It's got to be hard to drink it that way. Maybe he had a straw.
I think it's actually a preview of a new reality show coming out, Naked and Feeling No Pain.
And who the hell eats pizza naked? You get a hot piece of pepperoni on your pepperoni, or your muffin in this case. You're not going to do that again. And then they took him to the police station. You think it would stop there? They send the woman home with sober relatives. On the way home, she starts yelling, jumps out of the car, gets arrested again for public intoxication. And her boyfriend, in the meantime, peed in the back of the squad car, which is never a good thing.
Well, I think they probably held her for 2 weeks because that's how long it took to find sober relatives.
who were free, Well, as we both mentioned, the Supreme Court has ruled that marriage is open to everybody now, and the gay pride parades were held all over yesterday. And in London, CNN, those astute people at CNN, reported that someone was waving an ISIS flag during the gay pride parade. And until they really took a close look at the flag, and it wasn't Islamic lettering, it was crude drawings of dildos and sex toys.
That was a really unusual incident because most times the dildos are found underneath the flag.
Holding it up. And they said, well, we didn't know it looked like Arabic writing. It was all gobbledygook, which I believe gobbledygook is that stuff they found on Monica Lewinsky's dress. So that
was actually the ungobbled gook.
The gook that got away. I've got a really good politically incorrect joke on that. But anyhow, no movie coming out. Anyhow, thanks to CNN for that very careful reporting. In Japan, they got a zoo with a gorilla named Shabani in there. And apparently it's a male gorilla. And according to the report, he's really good looking, to the point where the women are flocking to the zoo to see this handsome gorilla.
Well, they're flocking to the zoo for the same reason women used to flock to Sylvester Stallone movies.
Now, instead of go, Rocky, they're going, oh, Mighty Joe Young. And again, another really politically incorrect joke would fit in right there, but it's not. Let's move to Texas. This is a tragic story, actually. Angie Houston reported to the Ellis County News that she was raped by a pig, a 400-pound pig named Pete. First question, is named the pig?
Apparently, there's also no accounting for the whereabouts of former Toronto Mayor Rob Ford that weekend.
Anyhow, she said people have been asking me, well, how did the pig get my panties off with them cloven hooves? So I wasn't wearing any. Well, so the pig tried to rape me 100 times. Well, wear some panties, and maybe he won't do that. But she won't go to the obstetrician because she doesn't want a sonogram to see what her pig baby will look like. So. This story, it turns out, was a hoax, but it's just too darn funny not to include it. But here's one along the same lines that's not a hoax. In Detroit, they found a hoarder, one of those guys that saves everything, and he died. And when they went through his house, they found a 500-pound pig in his basement. And they said it looked like a pigsty down there. Well, yeah, because a pig was living there.
Yeah. The ironic thing is that no one noticed it while they were going in to get the copper.
What's the pig worth? Not as much as the pipe. Shut up and keep ripping.
I don't know. Is copper going for $4 a pound?
I don't know, but for a 400-pound pig, that's got to be. You talk about bringing home the bacon. That's got to be a lot of it right there. And finally, this story. There's a great debate now on putting a new picture on the $10 bill. A woman they want to put to replace Alexander Hamilton on the $10 bill, and they don't know who to do it. Well, a woman has thrown her panties in the ring. Air Force Amy. I don't know if you ever watched Cat House on HBO. Did you?
No.
Okay, I'm ashamed to admit that I did. It's about the Bunny Ranch brothel out in Nevada, and Air Force Amy was one of the stars, and she thinks she should be on the $10 bill because she used to be in the Air Force, and now she stands for democracy and women's equality.
And good value.
I wonder how many...
I'm sorry, Amy. Put your sights a little higher.
How many Amy's will it take to get a good skull job? You have no idea. And the $10 bill will be the first one that's ribbed. So and
they're saying they can't do it because you got to be dead before you get your picture on the money. So I vote for the $10 woman, Kim Kardashian.
We'll have to make the bill bigger just to fit her ass on there. But yeah, that would be. It's just Kanye got somebody screwed with his act. He was over I don't know where, and somebody jumped up and started singing with him like he did with Taylor Swift and who else. So he got a taste of his own medicine, and it was quite bitter apparently. Well, that's all we have for you folks, and don't you think that's enough for free? Anyhow, if you like this, leave us a like on the YouTube channel. That would mean so much to us, or just spread it around to all of your friends. In the meantime, Tim, we got the big 4th of July weekend coming up, and you live in Indiana, the home of legal fireworks. So
yeah, I'm actually in Indiana. I'm going to be playing 10 Little Indians. See how many fingers I have left next Monday.
Well, we're going to get some Roman candles and do a reenactment of Anthony and Cleopatra. So that should be.
And I would like all our viewers, I would a little advice from Burma Shave. He who goes forth with a fifth on the 4th may not come back on the 5th.
There you go. So go forth and please don't multiply, especially if it's with a pig. Other than that, that's about all we have. We appreciate your comments and your desires. And if you'd like to be a guest kidder, contact either Tim or I. You can see our websites right on the screen. But other than that, say goodbye, Tim.
Goodbye, Tim.
That's it, folks. Just wait for the rest of the song because what the hell, we paid for it. Now it's just music.